One of our favorite articles at Grit and Grace Life is called Just Because She's Pretty Doesn't Mean That You're Not. And I think the reason we love this article, it's because it's about something we all struggle with, comparison.
Well, and it was written by our very own managing editor, Ashley Johnson, who we've asked to join us today to kind of unpack that.
Yeah, I think it was inspired by an inner struggle that I think most women have from time to time.
I think one of the reasons this is such a growing and consistent struggle for us is we tend to spend time, especially Dar, on social media, right? Like we're looking at our feeds and we see the perfect family, the perfect body, their work successes. And I actually believe that it's okay to share those things, and I don't want to see all the negativity in my feed. But I think we have to remember that that's just a snapshot of somebody's life and not to expect that we're all going to look the same.
What you said, I'm only seeing their best side, not their insecurity, not their heartache, not their disappointment in something in life. And it gives us a false sense that that's what someone else looks like. Instead of, well, they're really just like me. They really have the same insecurities I do.
Absolutely.
I know one struggle we have is how we look. And in fact, Ashley, the title of your article, Just Because She's Pretty,
Doesn't mean you're not.
Well, that's true, but you tend to look around the room and go, but she is.
Yeah, well, I think as cliche as it sounds, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I really do think that we're all beautiful. I think we were all created differently and uniquely and with intentionality to be exactly who we are. And I think that who you have around you also helps bring that out of you. I think that as you grow in understanding your beauty and what is beautiful about you, you become more confident, and that makes you even more beautiful.
Okay, I can tell you this because I'm a lot older than you girls. You change. All right, it's like gnats. You know, you swat this wrinkle and then you swat this wrinkle, and then you don't care about that wrinkle because you've got this wrinkle. Or I know women struggle with weight. It'll be 5 pounds heavier, 5 pounds lighter, 10 pounds heavier. So you can go from day to day feeling, okay, yesterday I looked prettier than I do today, but it changes and you have to kind of reevaluate.
I love how in the article you talked about the best antidote to this struggle with comparison is focusing on the truth. I think there were 3 things you said we needed to know the truth about in order to feel more confident in who we are and how we are. Do you remember what those were?
Yeah, I think it was truth about your thoughts. So recognizing which thoughts are negative self-talk, which we talk a lot about, but lies that you believe. And I think that those thoughts play a role in how you see yourself. So the truth about yourself, realizing who you are and what you're good at is encouraging and uplifting, and I think helps you become the woman that you were created to be. And I think that's ultimately what the third point was, is truth about your purpose, that every woman does have a purpose. And so my hope would be that here, this is a place where we would want all women to grow in all of those things and be a voice that encourages them toward finding that path and not stopping. I mean, I've heard it said, I'm sure you have too, that comparison is a thief of joy. And I think that it steals a lot more from us than we realize. I think that it steals confidence from us. I think it steals the ability to celebrate with other people fully, the way that you actually do want to celebrate with them, but you're hurting in some kind of way, and so you just struggle with that. And so it also just steals opportunities from you too. If you're focusing on the weaknesses or things that you're struggling with, your eyes are not open to the possibilities in front of you.
I'm sure some of you are watching this video and you're now more open to the idea that you bring more to the table than you originally thought, and you want to kind of unpack a little bit more what your strengths really are. I know you put in the article a few questions that we can ask ourselves to uncover those strengths. So will you share a couple with us?
Yeah, I think 2 really practical ones are, what do I enjoy doing that people don't enjoy doing? And I think the other thing is, what do people ask me to help them with?
those aren't the only questions that she put in the article. Actually, the article has a lot more content that I think if you're wondering this about yourself, you need to read right now. But you also may need to look around at your friends or people who believe in you. And they can help you, they can encourage you, they can support you. And if you don't have those, we hope that you'll go to gritandgracelife.com and you'll find friends there among us who can do that for you.
We're a community of strong women and those who want to be. You can check our site, listen to our podcast, watch our videos as you continue to reach to be that stronger woman of grit and grace.